Good afternoon, everyone. May I invite you to take your seats and we begin the session on time. Good afternoon. I'm Rajul Pandya-Lorch, Chief of Staff and Head of the 2020 Vision Initiative at IFPRI. Welcome to our event on investing in communities, key to the Sustainable Development Goals or SDGs. We are delighted to host this event together with the Movement for Community-Led Development. And very special thanks to John Conrad, the coordinator for this movement for community-led development, for inspiring us and inviting us to join hands with him in holding this event. And even more special thanks for actually pulling together this wonderful program that we have here. John, thank you. So welcome to our audience here in the room. Welcome to those of you who are joining us via live stream. And welcome to the audience who will join us in the days and weeks and months to come via video. We're delighted you're here with us on this spring day here in Washington, a cold day, but it's great to have you here with us. In September 2015, a few months ago, I beg your pardon, I preempted your presentation, John.
Oh, you can back it up.
I can back it up. So, no? Thank you. I'm pretending I'm John for a moment and making his presentation. In September 2015, a few months ago, the United Nations adopted the Sustainable Development Goals. Goal 16 in particular calls for participatory decision-making at all levels, including the community level. The SDGs also call for integrated solutions, which are especially critical for food security and nutrition, for empowerment, for economic development, for resilience, and a host of development outcomes. Integration is vital and indeed must happen at the community level. So the question is, how do we invest in communities? How do we help communities build their capacity for making development happen in their own way, in their own space, and in their own time frames? What works? How do we go to scale at the country and the regional level? And today we have a chance to hear from a set of different experts from their experiences, who will share their experiences and their insights to help us understand and to help to actually invest in communities. So we're very excited to have this moment. We will hear from 5 different experts. It's a wonderful panel. We've given them each 8 minutes, and I know it's painful, but I'm sure they will find a way to do that, to share with us their experience and insights in 8 minutes each. And then we will open up for a discussion with you, with the panel, and really have an informed and engaged discussion. And then we'll end promptly at 1:45. So with that, let me introduce our first speaker to you, who is very well known to all of us here, and this is John. John Conrad will set the stage and frame the discussion for us. He is Executive Vice President of the Hunger Project, where he is responsible for research and advocacy. I will not give you his entire bio, you can read that, but I'll highlight 2 things for you. He was the Hunger Project's very first volunteer in March of 1977. He joined the staff in 85, and he has participated in its development and implementation of all the Hunger Project programs since then. That is longevity for you, and institutional memory and development. And the second is, and this surprised me, he's trained as a physicist in Stanford and Berkeley, and during which time he was active in the civil rights and anti-war movement, and we see the legacy of that. John, welcome to IFPRI and to the event. Thank you for setting the stage.